Hello, I'm on the road again. Today I'm in a region known as the Grand Staircase. I'm not too far outside of the town of Escalante in southern Utah. You can see my truck and camper in the background there. I'll spin the camera around just a little bit. You get to see this gorgeous region where I'm camping. When I got here 5 days ago, I decided to take an adventurous trip to Hole in the Rock. So Hole in the Rock is of great historical significance here. Back in 1880, when early pioneers were looking for a way to get to the Colorado River, their biggest obstacle was a mountain range. And the scouts who were sent up front found a crack in the mountain range by which the pioneers could get to the river. So the crack is the hole in the rock. And it is 65 miles from here. I took the trek in my truck, and boy, it was a rough trip. It took 4 hours to drive 65 miles. I was climbing rocks some of the time. It was just an incredible journey, but the views were breathtaking as my truck slowly worked its way across these trails. Steep inclines going both up and down. Sometimes along the side of the road, there was livestock. It was just one of those great experiences you don't get to have too often in life. So when I drove down there, the wind was rather high. I got there about 7 p.m. I decided to camp there overnight, and the wind gusts were up to 50 miles an hour. It was a rough night. But when I woke up the following morning, it was calm, the sun was out, it was gorgeous. It was just one of those great transformative experiences. So being on this trek just continues to change me. I find I'm becoming a different person as I appreciate the great outdoors more and more, and I appreciate the historical significance of some of the areas out here. So some of the interesting things that have been happening otherwise, travel, during the last 2 weeks or so, there's been a few interesting travel experiences. I've got to visit Winslow, Arizona, which is one of my favorite destinations. It's a real feel-good type of place. I had a couple of interesting experiences with local pets. There was a cat that jumped on my lap in Hanksville, Utah, and then there was someone's dog that kept on following me when I was in Quartzsite. So these little experiences make travel lots more fun and interesting for myself. And I'll make another video as soon as I can.